Okay, and I'm back. I've got the answers showing here to the homework that you should have completed. So before you jump in and just start grading all of them, I want to direct your attention to just a couple problems, and then you can grade the rest of them. I want you first of all to look at number 5. Okay, if you look at number 5 with me, um, notice that I separated it into two separate logs because it was multiplication, and then on that second term, that e to the x, I went ahead and moved the x out in front, right? That's where that x comes from. But actually, I didn't simplify it further, but I want to show you this could be simplified further. And then when we start reviewing, hopefully this will kind of start to come back to you. You may or may not remember we talked about a shortcut. I can't remember, I want to say it was in section 8.3 where we said if you have the natural log of e to any power, it just equals that exponent. So like the natural log of e squared equals 2, or the natural log of e to the fourth equals 4, or the natural log of e is kind of like e to the first, so the natural log of e just equals 1. So really what you have here is for your answer, you have the natural log of x from the first term plus x times 1 is just x. So really that whole thing can be simplified like that. And then if you look at number 6, natural log of e, we just said is 1. So really we could write this as 1 minus natural log of x. So I'm not saying if you had this version you were wrong for this particular homework, but when we take a test or a quiz, I would want you to go on and simplify natural log of e to just be 1. So I just wanted to kind of point that out to you. The other thing is down on number 11, when you talk about the 2 moving up here as the exponent as 3 squared, you could go ahead then and change that 3 squared to 9. So if you want, you could just write that as log of 2 over, what, 9x cubed? Same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a chance to grade all of those. So why don't you pause the video, make sure you grade all of those, and write down any kind of specific questions that you might have. And those are some things that you can either text me or email me, and I'll try to explain. And if you need, I can even do a video or something with some explanations on some specific problems if we have a lot of questions on the same problems. So pause the video, grade those, and then come back and have just one final word for you. Okay, once you've got all of those problems graded, and like I said, go ahead and send me questions as you may need. But I do want to kind of point out just a little bit of an overview for this week. This is our calendar for Unit 8, and this is posted in several places on Canvas, both in this distance learning module as well as up in the module that lists all the calendars. But I want to point out, remember, we actually did most of Chapter 8, right? We did section 8.1, 8.2, we did 8.3a, 8.3b. We did all of that before mini-mester and spring break. Okay, so today we went through 8.4. And I just wanted to kind of point out on Wednesday we will go back and review Unit 8, and we'll spend the whole time just kind of reviewing. We'll do some interactive things, both in a video and asking questions, that kind of thing. And I know it's been a long time, so we'll spend some time going over that. And then I want to make sure and point out, make sure you notice that you have a quiz on Friday, and that'll be the last quiz of this quarter and the last grade of this quarter. So that could impact your quarter grade a little bit. Something to keep in mind is that remember, quarter grades are just progress reports. They're not the grades that go on transcripts, not the grades that figure your GPA, right? We won't, those grades come from semester grades. So it's just like a progress report, and I'm sure we'll find out sometime this week, I don't know at what point, if we're going to continue this distance learning for another week or so, or exactly what we'll be doing the following week. So I just want you to kind of give you an overview. And again, please, please, please send me questions or comments that you may have, and I'm happy to help you. Have a great day.